If you are a green card holder right now, I want you to stop whatever you are doing and listen to every word I am about to say because a brand new U.S. immigration law was officially passed and signed today, and it directly affects every single lawful permanent resident in this country. This is not a rumor, not a proposal, not something that might happen next year. This is law effective immediately, and the changes are some of the most significant we have seen in decades. My name is James. I have been a senior U.S. immigration professional for the past 6 years, and through Immigration News Today, I have made it my life's work to bring you accurate, verified, and immediately useful information. So, please stay with me until the very end of this video because what I am going to share with you today could protect your green card, your family, and your entire future in the United States. Let me begin by saying something I know many of you are feeling right now. When you first saw the headline that a new immigration law was passed today, your stomach probably dropped. You may have felt fear, confusion, maybe even anger. I completely understand. I have spoken to hundreds of green card holders who woke up this morning thinking their status was secure only to discover that the rules just changed dramatically. But I want you to hear me clearly. My goal today is not to scare you. My goal is to arm you with the exact knowledge you need to stay safe, stay compliant, and keep your green card protected. So take a deep breath. You are in the right place, and we are going to walk through this together step by step. As of today, the President has signed into law the most comprehensive immigration enforcement and compliance legislation since the 1990s. This law was passed by both the House and Senate after months of intense negotiation, and it has been widely reported by every major credible outlet: Reuters, Associated Press, The New York Times, The Wall Street Journal, and BBC. The official title is long and technical, but what you need to know is that it contains 5 major provisions that directly affect every green card holder. And I am going to explain each one in plain, simple language so there is no confusion. The first and most important change is the complete overhaul of the continuous residence and physical presence requirements. Under the old rules, USCIS had flexibility when evaluating whether a green card holder had truly made the United States their permanent home. You could travel abroad for up to 1 year, sometimes longer, with a re-entry permit and still maintain your status. That flexibility is now gone. The new law states that any absence from the United States of more than 180 days in a single trip without prior approval in the form of a re-entry permit will be considered presumptive abandonment of permanent resident status. That means when you return to the U.S., CBP officers at the port of entry will have the authority to immediately begin removal proceedings unless you can prove an extraordinary reason for the extended absence. This is a dramatic shift. What used to be a warning or an interview is now an automatic trigger for deportation proceedings. The second major change is the reinstatement and strengthening of the public charge rule with new enforceable standards. The new law codifies a much broader definition of public charge that includes not only cash welfare benefits, but also long-term use of Medicaid, SNAP, food stamps, Section 8 housing, and certain other non-cash benefits. If you are a green card holder and you have used any of these benefits for more than 12 months in any 36-month period, USCIS can now consider you inadmissible if you apply for citizenship or if you ever need to renew or replace your green card. This provision applies retroactively, meaning benefits you received years ago can now be used against you. This is especially critical for seniors, retirees, and families who may have needed temporary help during difficult times. The third change is the introduction of mandatory biometric reporting every 5 years for all green card holders. Starting immediately, every lawful permanent resident must appear at a USCIS application support center once every 5 years to provide new fingerprints, photograph, and signature. This is in addition to any biometrics you provided when you first got your green card or when you renewed it. Failure to comply with this new requirement within 90 days of receiving notice will result in your green card being declared invalid and you could be placed in removal proceedings. USCIS has stated that the first round of notices will begin going out within the next 60 days. The fourth change is the new criminal history disclosure and review process. The law expands the list of crimes that trigger mandatory revocation of permanent residency. It now includes certain misdemeanor convictions that were previously considered minor, such as DUI, shoplifting, or disorderly conduct if they occurred within 5 years of obtaining your green card or if you have multiple convictions. The law also requires USCIS to automatically review the criminal history of every green card holder who applies for citizenship. And if any disqualifying convictions are discovered, even decades old, your application will be denied and removal proceedings may be initiated. This is a major departure from previous policy where officers had more discretion. The fifth and final major change is the new address and status reporting requirement. Under the new law, green card holders must now notify USCIS of any change of address within 10 days, not 30 days as before. And failure to do so is now a misdemeanor criminal offense punishable by fines and possible jail time. Additionally, every green card holder must carry their valid green card at all times when in the United States, and failure to produce it upon request by an immigration officer can result in civil penalties starting at $250 and increasing with each violation. Now, I know this is a lot to take in. I know it feels overwhelming, but I want you to know that you are not powerless. There are concrete, immediate actions you can take right now to protect yourself and your family. Let me give you the exact steps you should follow today. First, locate your physical green card and make sure it is valid and not expired. If it is expired or will expire within the next 6 months, file Form I-90 to renew it immediately. Do not wait. Processing times are already increasing because of this new law. Second, log into your USCIS online account or create one if you do not have one. Check that your current address is correct. If you have moved at any point in the past and did not file Form AR-11, do it today. This takes 5 minutes and could save your status. Third, gather proof of your continuous residence in the United States for the past 5 years. This includes tax returns, utility bills, lease agreements, bank statements, employment records, anything that shows you have been living in the U.S. Put all of this in a safe folder. You may need it sooner than you think. Fourth, review your travel history. If you have taken any trips longer than 6 months since receiving your green card, or if you are currently abroad, consult with an immigration attorney immediately. Do not attempt to re-enter the United States without professional guidance. Fifth, if you have ever received public benefits, Medicaid, SNAP, Section 8, or others, document the dates and reasons. If you are currently receiving benefits and are concerned about the public charge implications, speak with a qualified professional about your options. Sixth, if you have any criminal history at all, even a traffic ticket or minor offense, do not apply for citizenship until you have spoken with an immigration attorney. The risks are now too high. I want to be very clear about something. This new law is strict, but it is not impossible to comply with. Millions of green card holders will continue to live, work, and thrive in the United States by simply following the rules and staying informed. The difference between those who succeed and those who face problems is preparation and knowledge. Let me share a real-world example that illustrates exactly what is at stake. I recently spoke with a green card holder named Maria. She has lived in California for 15 years, works as a nurse, pays her taxes, and has never had any problems with immigration. Last year, her mother became ill in Mexico, and Maria spent 8 months there caring for her. When she returned to the United States, she was allowed in without issue because the officer exercised discretion. Under the new law that passed today, Maria would have been placed in removal proceedings immediately upon return. Her green card would have been taken, and she would have had to fight in immigration court to keep her status. This is the reality we are now living in. As we come to the end of this video, I want to remind you why Immigration News Today exists. This channel is here to give you the truth, the full truth, as soon as it happens, so that you can protect yourself and your family. I will never sugarcoat the news, but I will also never leave you without hope or direction. There are always steps you can take, and there are always professionals who can help. If this video helped you understand what just happened today, please do 3 things for me. First, like this video so more people can find it. Second, share it with every green card holder you know, your family, your friends, your coworkers. Third, subscribe to Immigration News Today and turn on notifications. I will be watching this situation 24/7, and the moment there is any new development, any clarification, any change, you will hear it here first. Before I go, I must say this clearly. Everything I have shared today is for general formational purposes only. It is not legal advice. Immigration law is incredibly complex, and your individual situation may have unique factors that require professional review. Please consult with a licensed immigration attorney or accredited representative for guidance specific to your case, and always verify information with official sources. USCIS.gov, DHS.gov, and the Federal Register. Policy changes can occur, and the information I provided is accurate as of date. Thank you for trusting me with your time and your future. I know today was heavy, but I also know that knowledge is power. And now you have the knowledge you need to protect yourself. You are not alone in this. We are in this together. My name is James, and this is Immigration News Today. Stay strong, stay informed, and I will see you in the next update. Take care of yourself and take care of each.